sorry I couldn't help you bury him.
I'm the one who should be apologizing. I mean, the stuff I put you through, without realizing. I was so stupid, and stubborn, and short-sighted, and I never wanted it to end this way.
You did what you had to do. We both did. I just wish I knew what we had to do now.
Isn't this the wolf you've been chasing?
Yeah, but I kept hoping this one fur would fix everything the white men did. And I'm not sure if it's that simple anymore.
I wish you two could have met.
Me too. He sounded like a good friend. I'm surprised you kept it all this time.
Well, without my rosary, I had no other way for God to hear me pray. But I wish I could have heard his answer. Just once. Maybe then, I'd know if he had a reason for doing this. Hey, do you have any idea how we're supposed to move past all this?
Not anymore, no. But I think we should start by going back. What's wrong?
It's him. You said he died, but I wasn't expecting to see him like this.
I'm sorry, Jeanne. I swear I did what I could, but I couldn't help a man who refused to meet me halfway.
No, it's not that. I almost killed people because of him. I couldn't just sit there and let Tehan suffer, but what if he was right? What if this really is God's punishment for my betrayal? Maybe I never should have had faith to begin with. In him or in God.
What do you mean?
Out there, I stayed true to my principles. Never wavered, never asked why. But I was only using God as an excuse to make deceit seem virtuous. Just like Augustin. So what's the point of believing any of this? If all it does is ruin lives.
Listen, I can't deny Jesuits like him did terrible things using God as justification. And I'm convinced other outsiders will use the same justification to do worse in the future. Because beliefs, they change us. They can color the way we think, limit our perspectives, make us lose sight of what matters. And yet, I don't think that means your faith, any faith, is fundamentally wrong. Even if your faith's convictions led you astray, they gave you reasons to keep fighting too. I know that, because it was the same for me. And it's why Tejon Wastasta keeps saying he'd rather struggle than suffer doing nothing. So, if those convictions are why both of us are standing here, I can't truly call them evil.
Then You don't think I should cast him aside?
I don't know. It's not my choice to make. I just think beliefs should inform who we are without dictating who we have to become. So even if you cast aside faith, never cast aside the courage and the compassion that it taught you.
I really wish Father Augustin had been more like you.
Seems they started recovering supplies.
Want to give them a hand?
No offense, but I don't think I'll be comfortable around that many outsiders.
Is that because you think we're irredeemable or something?
Worse, I think you're complicated. Every time we're about to see eye to eye, or realize we're not so different, something seems to go wrong. And I'm left wondering if understanding is just some naive dream. There are exceptions, obviously, but still.
Hey, yes, I. Quit dicking around and help us out.
I just can't get over the fact everything is changing because of them. I know they're here to stay. That we need to learn from each other, find new ways to coexist. But how do we move past this, when every new path we've tried so far keeps ending in failure?
I'm not sure I'm the right person to answer that. But you may already have an answer, standing right in front of you. It might be hard to believe, after everything that happened. But the Wendat can keep prospering because of what people like Tejon do. He's living proof our peoples can find common ground. And if you choose to do what he does, maybe...
Tejon Wastasta didn't choose anything. He did this because he had to. Someday, I'll need to make the same sacrifices he did for the Inu's sake. I keep wishing that I'd never chased the White Wolf's killer. Maybe then, I could keep believing an open mind is all it takes, instead of realizing how powerless I really am.
I know how you feel. Part of me still regrets boarding that ship back in La Rochelle. But regret can find you on both sides of the ocean. And staying behind would have only made things worse for both of us. If I hadn't come to the New World, I never would have learned how to survive on my own. Tejon would have never told me what his people went through, or what men like Augustin did. But brutal as those lessons were, I'm wiser for learning them. And so are you. If you'd never left your home, you never would have seen what things are really like out there. You never would have learned French from Pierre, or the importance of understanding from Tejon. You wouldn't be ready to face the future, the way you are now. So even if there are unresolvable differences between us, we can't let them stop us from changing the things we can change.
How, then? How do we change the right things without changing who we are, what we believe in?
Out there, everyone has to adapt if they want to survive. But adapting doesn't have to mean sacrificing the things that define us, either. It's like, deer don't stop being deer just because they shed their antlers, right? Our peoples didn't make it this far by giving up, and neither did we.
You know, this may not sound like a compliment, But you remind me of my great-grandfather. You spoke to Pierre?
Yeah. He agreed to take me to Quebec, just like he promised. I'm not exactly sure how I'll keep my promise and pay him properly, but I'll figure that out when we get there. How about you? Back to Totuskak?
First, I helped the Hoastastas group with reparations, and then... well, I'll admit, I'm still not sure what to do about the Winter Spirit's grudge. But I won't let that stop me from finding a way forward. For all of us.
Hey, if this is goodbye, then I think you should take it with you.
But that's... I don't know how I could repay you for...
You already have.
I can't begin to tell you how much this means to me. So, I just hope this somehow makes for a fair trade.
You kept it. All this time.
I know you might not believe in what this symbol represents anymore. But I have faith you'll find your way out there, no matter which path you choose to take. So, promise me you won't be afraid of change either, all right?
I promise.